Hi everyone, it's Belinda. I'm back with another video. Some of you may have already seen this little tag. There's a video out there on my channel showing this in detail, so I'm not going to go through it. I was just going to mention that when I did this tag, I said that it was inspired by my mini album that I was working on, my Halloween mini. So I'm here to show you the Halloween mini tonight. The tag and the book, the mini, were also inspired by this sign called The Witch's Inn. I got this at Michael's. I thought it was really cute. I'm going to bling it up a little bit and then hang it in my office at work. So that is what inspired this. This is my Halloween mini. It was made using basically my Mind's Eye Spiderweb Collection paper. It will stand on its own, so it stands up really nicely. It has a gate on the front. I used my Cricut machine and cut this gate out. There are 2 layers of gate with a layer of acetate in between each one, and then it is distress embossed with Tim Holtz distress embossing powder. And then each gate is attached to a ribbon, the sparkly ribbon that then attaches to the back of the book. The book is held together with hair ties. And I guess we'll just get started. You can see the sign says The Witch's Inn. That is some really cool paper that I found. It sort of looks like wood grain, but it isn't. It says paper, and then there's a little bit of parchment on there with the title, and it says Stay for a Spell. The flower was made from the paper in the collection, and it's held closed with a magnet, so you just pull it apart. And the gate opens like that. This side had to be a little wider because the book was chunky, so that's why there's this little piece right here. It was to give it more room to expand. Because of the shape of the pages of this album, I really had to just focus mostly on making tags to put photos on because it's kind of cut up at funny angles, so it's a little difficult to put pictures in. You'll sort of see what I mean as we go along. Anyway, there is room for a tiny little photo there and room to tuck a photo or a tag under here. Here's the first page, and every page just about has a cat on it because witches, you know, they like their cats. Here's the first tag. All of the ribbon in this mini came from my dear friend Jan in Idaho. I'll show you some tags she sent me as well, but she sent me a beautiful goodie bag full of lots of ribbons. This is on a little clip. This tag has a flocked spider on it that was cut out of some ribbon. And this was done with embossing markers. There's the first page. It's got spider charms hanging from it, or spider trim, I guess is what it is. And then this journaling spot swivels out of the way so you can put a photo underneath. And this page, this is a Recollections frame, and there's a tag. And another tag. Tuck a photo inside, or you can tuck them underneath the clip. And then on this side, here's another tag. Stop by for a spell. And this little tag slides right out. Oops. It says Night of Fright, and then when you open it up, it has 3 small tags in it. Room for a good sized photo right here. And another tag. This tag has a witch hat that was stamped and then embossed. Because this book was hard to find room to put photos on, I had to put a lot of large photo pages. So this one says Witch's Potion, photo mat, and you can see there's just a little bit of room for a photo there, not a lot. This little tag will swivel out of the way. You just put a photo behind there, and then it's actually a journaling spot on the back. As you can see the journaling spot here. There's a tag here, it says Wicked, And then room for a photo here. There are 3 tags in this little pocket. This is an acetate tag, and these 2 tags came with the paper collection. This wonderful little tag here came from my friend Jan. Again, thank you, Jan. She had it attached to, I think, a bag of ribbons, but I just love it. This witch just is perfect to go right in this little pocket. She just looks like she belongs in there, so that's where she goes. Now this page here, this spooky tree, actually let me pull this up out of the way. You'll see the tree better if I get the tags out of here. It's one of the foil tags with a flocked spider on it. And room for journaling on the back of that. So, there's an acetate page here that I cut with my Big Shot. And it's very thick acetate. The tree is attached to it to give it some stability, and then I added some little ghost acetate pieces on here to give it even more stability, so you can sort of see how spooky that. Wow, please excuse the dirty inky fingers. I literally just finished this book. Okay, anyway, that acetate and the tree form a little pocket for that tag. And there's the back of the acetate page, and you can imagine a photo right here. This page is a pocket page. It says, "If the broom fits," and it's full of little tags. And here's a photo mat. Dried feet of black crow. It says spooky. Room for a photo here. And then I really apologize. I saw this idea on the Scrap Beach. Someone did a flower using one of the Martha Stewart punches, and then she scored it and folded it, and I'm so sorry I can't remember who it was. I apologize. Anyway, the witch's hat is the brim is that Martha Stewart punch with a little folded up brim on it. And the ribbon is loose right here, so you can actually tuck a tag or a photo back there, but there's not a lot of room, like I said, on these pages. This page, this little pocket was made with the Tim Holtz rosette die. And here's one of my foil tags. These foil tags are available on my Etsy store. You can either get them plain so that you can emboss them and ink them and distress them yourself, or you can buy some that are already embossed, ready to ink, or I can emboss them and ink them for you. So just take a look. My Etsy store address is right down below. And we'll just keep going. This little tag here says "Beware," and it is a toe tag that you put on a dead body. It says name of deceased, date of death, cause of death, and comments. It's kind of a fun tag. This tag came again from my friend Jan. She sent me the stamped image, and then I was watching Catherine on the Scrap Beach paint with distress inks, and it looked a lot of fun, and this tag was perfect way to to try that technique, and I like how it came out. It gives it a pretty watercolor look. It looks very vintage and old. And she had written on the back of the tag, "Be careful, don't get poked," because it was pinned to something it was attached to something that had a pin in it, and she didn't want me to get poked. But I thought it was kind of funny, so I left it on there. Thank you, Jan. Here's another photo mat. And on this page, this piece is open and this piece is open, and then there's room to put a flower there if you wanted to. There's a spooky old owl up here. And this is just a tag. This tag says "Only bad witches are ugly." And this side says "Are you a good witch or a bad witch?" And that was Glinda in The Wizard of Oz that said that. She asked that question to Dorothy. This page is a cat with a Recollections frame attached, and the frame is open so you can put a picture inside of it. There's just a ghost there right now. He's a space holder for somebody's picture. On this side, here's a little tag. It says All Hallows Eve. And a big photo mat. Adhesive on it. And then room for a photo there or there. This is the back of one of my foil tags. And then the front. They're very sturdy. You can see if they hold up really well. And then on this back page, all of these tiers are pockets, so there's a lot of room to tuck things in. I put in 3 little tiny tags. Whoops, I better attach that better. There's 3 little tiny tags. And then there's one of my foil tags. All this page is chandeliers and candelabras. I kind of got inspired for that. Any good Witch's Inn would be full of chandeliers and candelabras, so that's what's on this page. I love the way this one came out. It embossed really nicely. And then there's an acetate sticker and room to journal and add a photo. And there's a big chandelier right there. Let me move it down so you can actually see the whole thing. So each one of these is a little pocket here and here and here and here. There. So that's my Halloween mini. I am working on another one and I hope to have it ready to video later this week. But I wanted to make sure I got this one out. I really enjoyed this and the inspiration was just great. So that's my Witch's Inn mini. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment. And if you haven't already seen it, I have a mini album giveaway. I will be giving away a different mini album. You'll see the video if you go out to my channel. It's to celebrate having 500 subscribers. So thank you all so much for watching, and please leave a comment. I really do appreciate it.